Hello and welcome into Week 7 of the Baker football season. I'm here with head coach Miguel Regalado as we preview the Wildcats' Saturday matchup against number 22 Mid-America Nazarene on Saturday at Liston Stadium. Coach, thanks for coming back here a week off with the break. But let's take a look back at a couple weeks ago against the win at home against William Woods, a 68-14 blowout win over the Owls, but a good all-around performance from your team. What did you like out of the Wildcats a couple weeks ago?
You know, going into that game, and I was really hoping that we could put something on tape where we could show our guys, listen, this is what a complete product looks like. This is what it looks like when you guys play well on special forces, offense, and defense. And that's what we did. I know they came out and drove the ball. We held at the end and then answered and answered and answered. And it was just nice to see everybody play within their role. Truman was not trying to force action. He let the game come to him. He's extremely efficient as he's been since Peru State. He's completing 76% of his balls right now, just taking care of the football. The running game got going, another 2 touchdowns by Gabe Martin. He scored 4 touchdowns now in the last 2 weeks. The run game was going, the protection was good, the defense was good. It was just nice to see a complete product. Yeah,
and even a chance there for some other guys to get some experience too at the end. So great matchup there a couple weeks ago. Just kind of taking a look here at the season to where we are at now, 2-3 on the year. Slow start at the beginning, but now back-to-back wins. Kind of going back, I still think that Grandview matchup was a big matchup for the team, just in terms of their confidence. Now they kind of got 2 wins under their belt, coming into another big test on Saturday. How do you go through those ebbs and flows with the team a little bit, and then getting them locked into another big measuring stick game against MNU?
You know, I think any other year, Matt, I would be a little more on edge than I am this season. I think I was prepared for what we were going to go through this year. I knew how young our football team was. I knew that it was going to take a couple of weeks for them to kind of find a rhythm. I haven't called plays in a long time. So I was getting to know our personnel just as much as anybody. Truman and I are, getting to know each other, and I think we're in a good rhythm now. Our run game is in a good rhythm now. So it's exactly what you said. It was just, can we weather the storm early? We played a really good Peru team who almost upset Grandview last night. Yep. So we've played some really good football keeps, and this team is just keep continuing to get better. We felt like we were getting healthy over the bye week. We thought we were going to see a couple of wide receivers that we hadn't seen since the beginning of the season, and L.B. Hayes and Jack Malin. They're not going to make it. They just keep having those nagging injuries. So I would have hoped we were going to be a little bit more healthy going in this game. But other than that, our defense is playing well. Our offense is in rhythm. I really like where this football team is right now.
Yeah, let's talk about that matchup on Saturday. Bringing the Pioneers from Mid-America. Yeah. Won 8 of the last 9 against them, including back-to-back years. Their lone conference loss and those 3-way ties for the Heart South. What does the team need to do on Saturday to be successful against a Pioneers team that's going to be hungry for a victory?
Yeah, we're going to have to tackle well on defense. I know that's been an issue early in the season. The last couple of weeks, I feel like it's getting better. Coach Pauly feels like it's getting better. They have a complete dude at the wide receiver position that we're going to have to contain. They have a quarterback that's playing well. They lost a really good player last year, a quarterback, and so I was kind of wondering how they were going to answer, but the guy that's backed them up for 2 years is doing a fantastic job. They have a couple of backs that are dangerous, so we're going to have to tackle well on defense. On offense, we have to run the football. I think if I call a good game, Matt, and things are going well, I think we rush the ball for 45 times, throw the ball 20 times. I think it's got to be controlled by our running game, controlled by our offensive line, and then protect Truman. I think where Mid-America's defense is dangerous is when they get you behind the sticks. They get you in 3rd and long. They show you a lot of different looks and pressures. So if we can stay out of those situations, have a great chance. As always, play great on special forces.
Yeah. And also just kind of some outside factors just going into the game on Saturday. Obviously a rivalry matchup against a number 22 MNU team. Guys have been conference tied the last couple of years. It's Maple Leaf Saturday. It's a night kickoff at Liston Stadium. Again, going to be a great crowd, great environment. Just how neat is that for you and your team to kind of experience that, and how do they kind of use those elements to their advantage on Saturday too?
I think they're excited. We have, as I said, I've said this many times this season, with 95 freshmen on this team, so not a lot of these guys know what the Maple Leaf Festival is about. I mean, there's a lot of folks that are going to be rolling through Bowling City here in the next couple of days. And then to bring in your a rivalry game at night, it's just going to be really exciting. You can tell they're ready. I think this is the most locked in I've seen our football team all season. And that tells me they know what the moment is. They understand this is a huge game. They understand if they go 3-0 in the league, they're right back in the driver's seat and control their own destiny all the way to the end. So I believe they're ready. I think they're excited. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll be excited to see you guys on Saturday. Make sure to tune in to the Urban Edge Network on Saturday at 6 p.m. for kickoff from Liston Stadium.